Welcome, friends and strangers. Walker Locker here. So I recorded the first couple of parts of this game in windowed mode, and it really didn't look that great because the first time I tried full screen, it came out really blurry. But I guess I had to do a restart because now full screen looks fine. So I didn't get super far into the game, so I kind of just want to start it over. I'll let you know kind of when I get to the point where I don't know what's going on anymore. I played about an hour of it overall, but I think I can probably get back to where I was in at least 45 minutes. So, let's go. New game. This is Fausts Alptraum, by the way. Again you show yourselves, you wavering forms, revealed as you once were to clouded vision. Let's turn this down a bit. Shall I attempt to hold you fast once more? Hearts willing still to suffer that illusion? Of lovely hours, those slipped from me and lost. They can no longer hear this latest song. I bring my verses to the unknown throng. My heart's made anxious even by their clapping. A shudder takes me, tear on tear, entire. The firm heart feels weakened and remote. What I possess seems far away from me, and what is gone becomes reality. Goth Faust. Today is Heinrich Faust's funeral. Despite how the sign read, even she wasn't sure if that was his real name. So let's put it this way. Today is Daddy's funeral. There are more people than I thought. Aunt revealed traces of annoyance beneath her veil. So sleepy, the girl thought. Why must we get up to face such a dreary day? Chatter permeated the sea of black suits, of which she recognized only a few. A few in the crowd wept with sorrow. How nice it was that there were still those who would lament his passing. It's about time to go, Aunt asked with a smile. And I had said this in my other videos, but I love the art style on this so far. And also, Faust is a character from a tale. Alptraum is a optional spelling of Albtraum. I can't pronounce it. It's German, but it basically means like a nightmare, a recurring nightmare. Why does Aunt smile when she clearly never means it? The girl yawned and looked at the tomb, almost wishing she could swap places with the person resting inside. The coffin closed with a firm click, as if a patch of clouds in the gloomy sky had run headlong into the wall. The writing's really nice, too. Is it this one? No. No matter how tidily the lush blue tiles were stacked, one could still detect the passage of time. What's wrong? Aunt turned around, mystified. The girl didn't want to go in. Aunt smiled wryly as if she had read the girl's mind. You only have to go in and see what's in there. Don't worry, it belongs to you now. So we've inherited this house. Now, why do you think that would bother me? This isn't what you guys say at home. Some of the translation I've noticed is like a little off. I think this was originally in Taiwanese, but for the most part, gets across the point. However, the girl kept all those thoughts to herself. Never mind, just wait outside then. Aunt waved as she turned dismissively. The doorknob turned smoothly. So slow. Going in wasn't better than staying out here, but she wanted to go home as soon as possible. Any home would do. Aunt Marthe? The very air seemed to freeze. A horizontal layout could just barely be made out through the haze, clouding the unlit lights in the antechamber. In the silence, it was as if dust would be stirred up by the slightest step, but the odd thing was, there was no dust at all. Weird. Both doors were locked. Why? The electricity must be on. Where's a light? A light. Eek! Ah, yes, this cat. Ah, just a cat. That was frightening. Feline eyes lanced a sharp look out of the gloom, where a coal-black fur melted into the shadows. I love this art. It flicked away in the next second. Ah, it disappeared. Where had it come from? The cat had vanished from the corners of her eyes. Weird, huh? Oh. A secret door. We're a little girl, so of course we're going to go in. The empty path extended further into the darkness. No, Aunt could not have passed by here. But, alright, I'm walking now. Boop, 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 boop. I love her little beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. Oh. Sorry, try not to get too excited yet. You'll see. Empty space all around her, but nothing revealed itself. The dead air thrummed violently in her ears. There's no way Aunt could be here. A screeching noise came from the door behind her. What in the world? Uh-oh. Darkness oozed in. Oh, she's so adorable. Ugh, that's less adorable. This was the beginning of a nightmare, much like Alptraum. A patch of purple was eerily bright in the absence of light, as if it had been sugar-coated with icing. Hello? This is why I was trying not to get too excited. Guys, this drawing does something to me. Whew. An ear-piercingly sweet voice sounded as a patch of purple probed out from the inky depths. Smooth locks bleached of color, as if waiting for a painter's palette that would drip down any second now, peered out. I'll turn this a little bit. There we go. The ashen-faced owner turned to greet her. Hi? Yes. Oh, excellent. You understand me. Yeah, so one thing I found was a little bit confusing. Sometimes when the little girl is talking, even out loud, it's implied she's saying out loud. It doesn't always put quotation marks, so it can get a little confusing. I'll do my best. A purplish-white figure pulled itself up as if ascending a long flight of stairs. What time is it? Is it spring? I think she said something like that. Long, long sleeves flapped across her vision, but the way the figure moved didn't seem entirely human. Who are you? I remember the door being locked. If there's nothing else, can you shut the door on your way out? It started moving away with a flourish of its sleeves, accompanied by the clopping sound of a horse's hooves. It seemed bored. But this made her feel a bit uneasy. She yelled defiantly, I don't want to leave. This is Father's old house, so she should be the one to inherit it. The adults had said that before. No matter how unwilling their expressions had been, they'd indeed said that before. Yeah, so it's implied that possibly somebody else wanted the house, some other people wanted the house, but her father left it to her, and probably some adults are being all grumbly about it. Therefore, she wasn't going to let herself be swept out the door, no matter what. Even for a hot demon lady. The figure stilled and turned back, despite being far away. Oh? She regretted her words almost immediately, particularly as the figure swiftly closed the distance between them. She realized its expression hadn't changed, as she tilted her head a long, long way up to meet its gaze. Really? Violently purple eyes flashed gleefully as if they had suddenly remembered something. A garish grin abruptly split open the pale face. Elizabeth. A cloyingly sweet voice spelled out the girl's name. You've returned. I can actually turn this up a little bit. We can hear some of the music. The light disappeared suddenly, as if window shutters had snapped shut. And then the door opened. Her body moved of its own accord, disconnected from a mind roiling with confusion. Elizabeth sprinted up the steps and past a dim door frame draped with spider webs, retracing her original path. She couldn't remember why she set foot in this place, and a growing sense of nauseated distaste urged her to leave. Her heart settled when she finally set foot on the lush carpet. As long as the front door is still open, then... Huh? What? There was nothing on the wall. Where's the door? She was trapped by the nothingness that revealed itself in front of her, just like how the cat previously cowered in the corner. This couldn't possibly be happening. Oh, yeah. What's wrong? That nauseating voice was starting to become irritatingly familiar. Let me out, she cried. Eh? What's that you say? There's no such thing as a front door, she retorted. I just came in from the front door. I didn't see that. You told me to shut the door on my way out. I don't remember saying that. The unease that had disappeared resurfaced with a will, almost tangible in its strength. Terror, exhaustion. She didn't want to face this latest turn of events. A strong sense of fatigue stole its way into her mind, and her eyes started to close. Good Lord. What's wrong? Elizabeth? How did the being know her name? Her eyes shut firmly before she could ask the question. Indeed, I shall enchant your eyes and your ears. Instead of shutting yourself away, sad as the worm that gnaws your books, come, follow me to a new place. Let us go then to learn about life and leave the rubbish of philosophy. Berlioz's La Damnation de Faust. I feel like I need to move it a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know what characters those are supposed to be. Elizabeth opened her eyes. Where is this place? The pendulum ticked away mercilessly in the empty air, as if it was the only living thing left in the world. Alright, so... Oh, can I move? Yeah, okay. So, I know there are these Candy gives you energy unless you walk faster. Alright. I can definitely turn this up a little more. Yeah, it's telling me about that. You will be unable to progress if you cannot walk. Fair enough. I have gotten a game over a couple times. You'll see how that happened. But I kind of just wake up back in this bed. Now there's also matches, because you can see we cannot, or you can't see shit right now. There were matches and a candle holder. Matches work similarly to the candy, except for, like, it's just for a light. You have to kind of keep it maxed, and whenever I take damage, I can't see as much either. So using matches will increase your vision range. They can be used repeatedly until the maximum limit is reached. You will be unable to progress if you cannot see. Fair enough. Right here is how we save. You can see I have other saves going on here, because again, I did start this game. Yeah, the furthest I got was 48 minutes, so save over that. We're going to start anew, and now that I kind of know what I'm doing, it shouldn't take me too long to go through stuff. Come find me. Okay. I still... No firewood. I still don't know who did that. Check the window. It's locked. It was dark outside the French doors, no matter how one looked. Like it was all fake. So it's not even a window, it's French doors. Nothing there. Nothing there. I think there's a key. A key. The half of the label that remained had the words, first floor, right corridor. Got that. The reflection of my face in a stern expression. It's just a reminder of the stuff. Okay, cool. So let's skedaddle. And you'll see I had a fucking time with the rats on this. There's these rats. We're about to encounter them literally like right now. After, I think, this little cutscene. No, there really isn't anything. She woke herself up with a brisk shake of her head. Although she had yet to figure out what had happened, Elizabeth didn't feel right just standing there. Cold shivers ran down her back just as she finished that thought. Would it make a difference if she made a decent effort in communicating with the being? Didn't you want to leave? Why did you suddenly start looking for the door? Those weren't actual questions, just sarcasm that weaved insidiously around her. She slumped on the staircase. Who are you? Elizabeth asked. The gaze directed towards Elizabeth creased into a smile, as if it had been waiting for this question. The figure bowed in an almost comical number of flourishes. I am Mephistopheles. What? Mephisto. I don't know if it's supposed to be Mephisto or Mephisto. I kind of like Mephisto, though, so I'm going to go with that. What exactly are you? Elizabeth further asked. The demon smiled, slowly paced in a wide circle around the girl. It spread its hands in a way that was annoying for some reason. I am the genie that denies everything. Those two long sleeves waved around in a sinister manner. And so she asked, Can you tell me where the front door is? Didn't I say there's no such thing? That's what you said. I didn't see a thing. Didn't you walk in of your own volition? How would you not know where the door is? What do you know? They won't tell you anything. They actually don't even welcome you. If only you hadn't been born. It had stolen the right to speak, and every word it spoke dripped blood-curdlingly onto Elizabeth's head. She had to resist the urge to cover her ears in the face of such a cloyingly sweet voice, one that had snuck up to her unawares. Think about it. This place is actually not so bad. bad. It's quiet here. You won't hear those things. You won't even want to leave after a while. She's like, this bitch crazy. Elizabeth turned back to rebuke this weird theory. No way, she said. I don't want to stay or spend even a second here. Not even for a second? Not even for a second. Really? All right, want to make a bet? If you really want to leave, I'll show you the way out. Really? Yes, the demon nodded. But if at any moment you wax nostalgic about your time here, or wish to preserve any instant for eternity, then you lose. Any instant? Any instant. Well, that didn't seem so hard. She didn't have the slightest inclination to stay here anyway. Elizabeth nodded her head without thinking over it for too long. Oh, good, then it's settled. The demon capered in satisfaction before she had said anything. This was also when the bells in the house started tolling. Elizabeth covered her mouth with both hands before she blurted out, "Wait a minute." The bet had already begun. And, like, this demon did just introduce themselves as the genie that denies everything, so I don't really trust her to hold up her end of the bargain, but she cute, though. Despite having a lot to say a second ago, the demon's irregular form vanished up the stairs. And she didn't want to keep it at all. Alright, cool. So, yeah, these are the rats. So, I've noticed they will slowly make their way to you. And they give me ouchies. So, let's... Yes, okay. Before this rat gets me. The sound of someone playing a piano came from the other end of the hallway. Chapter 1 in Puss Boots. Or Puss in Boots. I don't know. I don't have any matches. It's getting a little dark. Here we go. I kind of want to save that for emergency, though, but I think I'm about to find more. Yeah. So this room is creepy. I'm going to check some of this stuff real quick. The bowl was filled with dust. A mound of animal bones gnawed clean. There were stacks of dirty plates inside. Food that had gone bad. And you see this, like, fisheye thing is watching me. I'll go down there in 1 second. Come and check out in here real quick. Oh, the liquid bubbled and frothed. It looked quite dangerous, as if it could melt anything. A sculpture made from plaster. A puddle of yellow liquid was found inside the furnace. Still don't like that. This right here is like a wood puzzle thing that I don't have anything for yet, so I'll come back to that. And I don't think any of this does anything. No. Okay. So I know there's like a rat over here that gives me a hard time. Got some matches. Get away from me. More matches. Chocolate. This fish. Dig out its eyes. Yes. Matches again. Oh, I hate these rats. Alright, I know. Ooh! I gotta check this door. It was locked. A pond could be seen from the window. She could see another window on the wall over there through the glass. I'm trying to hurry because this rat is like inching its way towards me.
La la la. There's another save point, but I'm gonna go out here real quick. Yeah, here's another. A sculpture made from plaster. Had it been here earlier, it sure as hell wasn't. La 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 la. A pile of wine glasses. Get away from me, rat. I think right here it just says the tea's still warm. A half-empty teacup. Never mind. There's another. A sculpture made from plaster. It seemed to be clutching something in its hand. Remove it? No, because... No. Because I need, provisions. Because I'm about to show you what happens. Yes. I'm at a wire. And then this bitch is gonna move. Ah! It's really creepy. Ah! So I wanted to make sure I got my zooms before that happened. So now I'm gonna run up here. Ah, the rat! I'm gonna run up here and, run up here and save real quick. Yes, I need all these things. Yes. Okay, cool. Wish to record. Yes, slot 2. So, that's all I'm going to have time for this first part. I'll try and get the second part recorded very, very soon. And then hopefully a third part, too. It's kind of cute. She goes in this little animation where she's sleeping here. But yeah. We're actually almost caught up to where I left off. Because this time, now that I knew what I was doing, I ran around and already, knew what to grab. Yeah. Next part, we'll definitely reach where I left off. And then beyond, we'll find out what's going to happen with our darling girl here and hot demon lady. So, until next time, if you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you didn't, how can I improve? I'd love your feedback. Thanks, and everyone have a great one.